How do you strengthen your legs? A lot of people do it by here, strengthening the quads. But our legs are much more than our quads. It is our entire posterior chain here, which is our hamstrings and these muscles, the glutes. I'm a firm believer in going beyond the superficial muscles. In fact, I believe that the stabilizing muscles here in the posterior chain is a lot more important than just what holds us in front. So, I'm going to focus the video today on building leg strength through hamstrings and our glutes. And they both go hand in hand, so we're not going to segregate them. We're going to work the entire posterior chain at the same time. Let's come to the mat. We're going to go on all fours. And you will have the knees together and make sure your wrist is right under the shoulders, okay? We don't want the body too far back. We don't want the shoulders behind the wrist, and we don't want the shoulders in front of the wrist. We want to stack our bodies up in a way that supports us in our entire structural integration. And from here, we're going to do a very simple movement that starts to activate our glutes muscle first. And remember, when it comes to glutes, although it's a big muscle, the exercise is actually less is more. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring one leg up, point your toes, and all you need to do is pulse the leg up and down in very small range of motion. Just like that. Very, very small. Okay? Note that my leg is not going up very high and it's not coming very low. It comes up at about an inch from where it started, and then it comes back down to the starting point. Just up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch here. Do it slow. Make sure you are not hinging from the lower back. Your core is engaged, of course. Draw your belly button up. And just do this very slowly, and you will start to feel the sweet sensation, the slow burn, slowly kicking in. Point your toes, because if your foot is lax, it's not going to have the same effect. We need actually strong ankles and toes to help us to activate the legs more and to get more out of this exercise. You're going to pulse in small range. I've probably done it about 50 times or more. And if you start to feel the slow burn, that's great. And we're going to come down first. Not too tired yet. The other side. Point. Strong toes, strong foot, strong ankles, okay? And pulse up and down. Draw your belly button in. Just go in very, very small range. Up and down. Now, for some of you, you may feel like the leg want to kind of sway in different directions. That's probably due to the lack of strength in your adductor. So our inner thigh need to bring us back towards the center. So be mindful of that, okay? Slow. Less is more. Remember that. And bring it down. Okay, I would say sit back first because we need to release our wrist joint a bit. My camera got cut off just now, so we're going to continue with the second exercise here. So I hope you release those wrists. Now we're going to set up the body the same, knees together, the wrists under the shoulders. This time we're going to extend one leg out, point. Keep your leg as straight as possible, and we're going to repeat the same. That is, we are going to lift the leg from the glutes. And this time the hamstrings will be more involved, okay? Keeping the back of the knee as straight as possible, lifting it up and down. Tapping the toe with your tapping the floor with your big toe. Again, less is more. We don't want to bring the leg high. We want to bring it up to here only, at about parallel with the spine, then down. Do it slow. When it comes to deep stabilizing muscles, we don't want to pump the body. We actually want to give it time to activate, to engage. It's different from working the superficial muscles, the prime movers, such as the quads. Those muscles that give us extra momentum need to be pumped for greater effect. But for stabilizing muscles, no. We take it slow, we do it deep. We do it at a deliberate pace. A few more times. Reach, keeping it like straight here. Reach more. If possible, see if you can lift the arm up without shifting any part of your body. Core is involved here as well. So glutes, hamstrings, and core in this one. Bring it down and bring your leg down. Change side here. Pointing your toes. Keeping it absolutely straight here. And go up and down. Tap up to a point that is more or less parallel with your spine and bring it down. Keeping the pelvis square. Looking straight down. Diagonally in front. At the edge of the mat, the front edge of your mat, so that the back of our head is in line with the spine. Keeping the back of the knee straight here. And a couple more times. Now, most of us might bend the leg already here. We want to keep it as straight as possible. Because when we bend, we probably compromise the length of the hamstring, which in turn will compromise engaging the hamstring, okay? Now from here, keeping the leg absolutely straight here, find your core, find your stability, lift the other arm up. And slowly bring it down. And come down. You can repeat this variation. But right now, what I want to do is show you similar movement, but with another variation. And it's up to you how long you want to do this or that or the first variation, because it's your practice. It's you working on the body, so there's actually no fixed reps or counts. Actually, we need to go with what the body tells us. So tune into our awareness and do what you feel you need, okay? One leg out, point, leg very straight. And from here, I want you to turn your leg to externally rotate and just brush the leg back and forth, drawing half circle. So try not to lift your leg here. We want to brush the big toe on the floor. Because when we do it this way, we actually engage the hamstrings more. When we lift, the quads get involved. We want to minimize the role of the quads in this case. And coming back. And by the way, this also works on hip rotation, because as we straighten out the leg, we turn the leg out or externally rotate it. We're actually also freeing up tightness in the hip joints. Keeping the pelvis square, we don't want the body to compromise on its squareness when we draw this quarter circle. A lot of core, even some arm strength here. So actually there's a lot of plus plus. Plus plus as in we work on other muscles while we focus on our glutes and hamstring in this exercise. I don't know how many times I've done, but do as many as you need. One last time, bring it back. And come back in. Shake off your wrist. And maybe roll your shoulders back. Do what you need. Release the upper body a little bit. That's just my way of doing it. Turn your palms to face back, turn your palms to face up. Movement has been my form of self-care for over 20 years, and I want to show you how you too can move and take better care of yourself every day.